Now, going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Ford to pay out the second largest civil penalty in NHTS history at over $150 million, which is quite a pretty penny. Now, this comes to us thanks to Brina Noble, who's a writer at the Detroit News, which somehow still around. Detroit is still a thing. I'm only partially kidding. They used to be the richest, most successful city on the planet at one point. But then, yeah, the unions, the automotive industry, the culture just kind of crumbled and destroyed itself. Now, this is, again, thanks to Brianna Noble, who's a writer at the Detroit News, which, again, they say serving Michigan since 1873, and all 18 people still living there now. It's kind of a pun, but yeah. Yeah, I had family who lived there. Let's just say most of the family no longer lives there, like most people. But nevertheless, they say, quote, Ford Motor Company will pay the second largest civil penalty in the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration history after the Dearborn automaker failed to comply with all federal requirements, according to a new release from the agency, which, yeah, in terms of fat they could trim from the federal budget, includes BS like this. It's for rear view cameras. Yeah, which again is Obama forced it to be a law, so everyone has to have it, which ironically hurt the poor people he pretended to care about. Because again, that increases the cost of goods sold for everyone, and it hurts the lower class the most. And yeah, now you have to have a rear view camera, which ridiculous. It should be an option, but I partially digress. Now they say, quote, the 3-year consent order agreed to by Ford in the NHTSA includes a civil penalty up to $165 million, which, I'm sorry, I should give you a warning here, a visual warning. We're about to look at an interior of a Ford, which viscerally disgusting, mostly, especially when you look at it. Oh, automatic transmission, and then you shift by turning a dial, which is something stupid that I think Stellantis or Dodge really brought to the forefront of the auto industry, which perhaps is a business blunder in and of itself. Now, they say, quote, the $165 million which is exceeded only by the Takata airbag consent order in Regulations 54-year history. In an investigation that began in 2021, the company didn't recall the defective rearview cameras in a timely manner or provide accurate and complete recall information as required by the National Highway Traffic and Motor Safety Act. The recall affected more than 600,000 vehicles, including various models, including between 2020 model year, Escape, or if you want to sound fancy, you call it the Escape, which is an ironic vehicle name, Escape, because as soon as you get inside and see the quality of the materials, you want to escape, get out of the vehicle, but partially digress. Also includes the Explorer, the F-150, the Ford F-150, the Mustang, and transit vehicles. While vehicles are in reverse, the camera could display blank or distorted image. Oh dear God, you might have to use a mirror or be aware of your surroundings. Now they say, quote, initial recall took place in September 2020 and was later expanded. There are no fatalities or injuries connected to the issue, which is kind of, again, that's a great thing. Thank God that no one got hurt, no one's injured for this. But yeah, the biggest fine, and no one's been hurt by it. Where's this money go again? And our government, of course, is still in debt. Now, they say, quote, the consent order includes an upfront payment of $65 million. An additional $55 million will be held subject to Ford's adherence to the terms of the consent order. Ford will use the final $45 million to invest in data analytics and imaging lab tests, focusing on low voltage electronics, a platform to access information and documents for safety investigations, and system to trace components to the vehicle identification number, like aka your VIN number. Ford must include all recalls it has issued in the past 3 years to ensure the proper scope and filings if they're needed. The company will also update its written policies for the Vehicle Safety Act compliance and address ways to improve sharing information and speed up the recall process, which, again, one of Elon Musk interviews, he talks about the compliances and regulations for the auto industry. You can fill a whole room with printer paper if it's printed out, all the way up to the top of the room with printer paper. Now, oh my gosh, this is funny. Again, top politics, you got your statements. Maria Bukowski said in a statement, quote, we appreciate the opportunity. Oh, I'm sure inside their head, Ford is thinking, what the heck, leave us alone, it's so stupid. But what they officially say is, quote, we appreciate the opportunity to resolve this matter with the NHTSA and remain committed to continually improving safety and compliance at Ford. Which, if only they were that committed to quality, their sales would probably improve. Now, she continues to say, quote, wide-ranging enhancements are already underway with more to come, including advanced data analytics and in-house testing facility and other capabilities, unquote. So, again, it's going to be a recall, so they're going to have to fix it. The recalls are terrible, not just for the brand damage, which, sorry, preload to begin with, But dealerships are paid a fraction because again, the customer's not going to pay for it. They pay for it with their time and inconvenience, but dealerships get paid by the manufacturer, but the rate at which they make is much lesser than a standard warranty or standard work on a vehicle. Warranty work is terrible. That's why they hate it so much. And again, it's just chips away really at the quality of Ford, which again is already precarious and already sus, as you might say. And again, this is more fines. This is less money they can put into research and development, in theory, improving the quality of their products, or including putting money into the EVs, because again, they need to do something because they lost $132,000 per EV last fiscal quarter. So they need to do something to maybe improve that quality or improve those sales over there. Money could be used for that. So yeah, it's a series of sounds. It's going to cost them potentially $165 million. Yeah, $165 million. And again, I'm not sure in theory, someone at Ford is in charge of quality assurance. It's a theory. And they are not catching these simple things, and just again, kind of just takes away what people think. It's already a pretty low bar, but just less consumer confidence in Ford. And again, more money to be used on things not core to the business. You're basically paying to put out fires and make problems go away. So that can't be used for research and development, can't be used for advertising. That money's basically just gone to the US government. So I gotta say, Ford, that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your enemies, heck, tell your coworkers, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.